There we go. Rolling that ball. Oops, let me switch that. Rolling that ball. You know what you're doing. Up and down. The fingers. And across the knuckles. And in the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And let's take the ball in one hand and squeeze. 2. And then the other hand. Back to the first. Good morning, Suzanne. And then the other. And let's go around the back. And switch. And switch. And switch. 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 And between the legs. Switch. 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 And we'll put the ball on the ground. Assess how the feet are feeling. And step on it right in the middle of the ball 3 times. Right in the middle of the foot. Middle of the ball 2. Up to the knuckles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Scoot it across. Bring it down to the top of the heel, pivot on the toes, and slide. Roll it down the bones. Place it just below the first knuckle and press. Slide it down to the side of the top of the heel and press. And over to the middle of the 5th metatarsal and press. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, let go, reassess, and place the ball under the other foot. Same thing. Slide. And back to the top of the heel. Roll it down the bones. Press just below the first knuckle. At the top of the heel. Metatarsal. And screw. 3, 2, and 1. Ball out of the way. Reassess and shake the tree. We're going to be doing some good mornings later if you choose to. That'll be one option because we're going to be doing the primal moves, and that will be our one of the bend options. Three, 2, 1. Center. Nice deep breath. Twist at the waist, swing the arm. And center. With some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out. Gather in starlight. And center. 2D press. Spin in the rib cage in all directions. And marching in place. Or jogging. So as I said, today we'll do the primal moves, the squats, the lunges, the pushes, the bends, the pulls, the twists or rotations, and some gaits. What we're doing now, but we'll do some sideways. And so I would do squats, I wouldn't do good mornings because that will be an option for the bend to get the heart rate going a little bit. And of course, you can just keep doing what you're doing. Play it safe. I'll sprint. In 5, 4, 3, 2. We got rolling in the after class. 1, 2. Team. 25 and 30. 2 deep breaths. Interlacing the fingers, raising them up, pressing up. And extending back if you can. Squeeze the glutes. Come back to center, bend to one side. And then the other. Come back to center and slowly lower. Pushing out at the chest. Down. Interlace the hands behind the back. Raise them up. A little bit higher. And come down and shrug. And roll back. Extend the arms and rotate. Other direction. Thumbs are up, down, up, down, up, down. Cross one arm and push in at the elbow. And then the other. Behind the back and pressing down. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Come down and rotate the neck. Reverse direction. Nod. Go ear to shoulder. Look up. Look down. over your shoulder. Other shoulder. And move into a side lunge. Other direction. And come up and grab a stick. I'm going to start by putting the stick about 6 inches before 1 foot, which is forward. Lean it against the shoulder. Bring the hands down the stick. Hinge at the waist. We'll raise the sole of that foot. And to increase the stretch on the hamstring, you can pivot on your heel and move the sole back and forth in the air. Or just keep it stationary if that feels better. Come on back up. Place the place the sole of the foot against the stick and press to stretch the calf. Come off, put the other foot forward, stick against the shoulder, hinge at the waist and slide your hands down, lift the sole off the floor, and again, go back and forth laterally if you want to. And come up. Sole of the foot against the stick. And come off. We're going to do the gym stick routine. We're going to bring it behind us, aligned with the spine, moving it up and down. And then extending it out with our arms, putting one leg forward and twisting. Put the other leg forward. Come back, switch position of the hands, and up and down. And extend, leg forward, twist. Other leg. And then bring the stick out in front. Shoulder high. Do some curls. And we're going to switch the position of the hands so the palms are facing down. Hinge at the waist. Drop the stick and bring it up with your elbows rubbing against your rib cage. 9, 10. Stand up straight, head back, raise a stick up overhead. Back down to shoulder height. And then drop it below the waist and pull it up with your elbows around shoulder height. Bring it back to the chest and push out. Hold it at the chest and flop the wrists. And then bring it in front. Step back. And let's go up on our toes for 17 seconds. 3, 4. 15, 16, 17, and then back on our heels. Ten, 17, and down. All right, let us do the primal moves, starting with some squats. So I'm going to do 2 variations of this, both of which involve a chair. One is the chair squat. And you can sit down and get up, sit down and get up. Or of course you can do it more rapidly if you want, touching the seat and coming straight up. The other is to just do a deep squat. Do as many of those as you feel comfortable doing. Deep squat, you want to spread your feet a little wider than usual, out about 45 degrees and go down. You can hold on to the side of the chair. And we'll hold for 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can hold it in the front. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And if you did it that way, come on up. We can do some lunges. Again, you can hold on to the back of the chair or a pole if you need some assistance. And only go down as far as you feel comfortable doing. But if you can, bring your knee to about 1 inch off the ground. But if this is all you can do, that's where you are today. 2, we're going to do the same leg. 3. We'll do 10. And then the other one. Seven, 8, 9, and 10. All right, next is the push. Do some wall push-ups, stand away from the wall, and come in and back, keeping your back straight. That's one variation. The other, rather than push-ups, let's do down dog to up dog, push. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming back up. Couple of breaths. One more. We're going to do some bending. What did I have here? Oh, yes. We're talking about it all morning and then I forgot. And of course, I'm talking about good mornings. That's one option. The other option is just to, you can hold on to a bar or a couple of weights like some water bottles or cans, hinge at the waist, and just come up, hinge, and come up. Or let's do 10 good mornings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the head back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And next, we're going to pull. All right, here's where we'll do the stick again. What my other option was. So you want to hinge at the waist, keep your head back, and pull up and down, up and down. Of course, we already did this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to put the stick down. Twist or rotate. Now here's where we get down. Of course, you could just do some twist at the waist and swing the arms. But if you're feeling adventurous, come down on all fours. Do a wing twist with the palm of your hand on your head and your elbow in the air. And if you want to really get adventuresome, feet are forward, hands are inside, and we do the world's greatest stretch. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Other foot comes forward, other foot goes back. 1, 2, 4, 8, 9, and 10. back down. We're coming up. And we're going to do some side steps. Feet are together. One foot goes over the top. Bring them together. Same foot goes behind. Bring them together. Same foot goes over the top. Bring them together. Other foot goes over the top. Bring them together. Behind. On top. If you got room, you can go behind. Let's do a couple more. Hold on to a stick if you need to. 2 and 3. And take a deep breath. Rub the hands together. Cultivating chi and forming an energetic ball that will dance us around like water flow. And center. 2 breaths. And let's open our hearts. Pause and send it back out. Center. 2 breaths. Yeah, let's bring down heavenly chi. Go down, gathering up. And namaste.
Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome, Don. Have a good one.
Thank you, Tom. I can't
Hal.
tell you what it did for me. I've been under so much stress.
That's great.
It's wonderful.
Good. Glad you could get on. You can do some rolling with the ball first. And we're going to do the ball against the wall in 2 spots. Right here above the scapula on both sides. And right here just below the shoulder joint on the back of the muscle here. So take the ball, find a wall. I'm going to go back here. And let's start right above the scapula. And roll it around. And just try to find a tender spot. And when you do, lean into it at a pressure that isn't too intense. And just breathe into it. If you want, you can bring your arm up and down. Moving that muscle a little bit. And then move the ball over, same side, just below the shoulder joint. Again, move it around. Find the tender spot. Lean into it. Move your arm maybe. Laterally forward and back, up and down. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. Right above the shoulder blade. Ooh, there's a spot. Rub a little bit more into the light. And I'm going to move my arm. And then I'm going to move it to just below the shoulder joint. Trying to find that tender spot. Which for some of us is easier than for others. Very easy for me on this side. All right. Forward a few times. And let's grab our rollers and get down on the floor. I'm going to switch the camera. I'm going to do the neck a little bit differently than we've been doing it here. I've been doing it with a couple of you privately. It's a slight variations, but I like it. So we still assess with the roller behind us, going left and right. And we're assessing whether one side goes further than the other, whether one side has pain, or both sides have pain, or neither have pain. And third, whether our shoulders are on the ground or not. Just make a note of it. Bring the roller back to the head, not on the neck, but on the skull, right around the hairline. Put the ears back and forth. Assess. Same three things. Just make a note. And then come on your side. And you can either do 4 circles in one direction and 4 in the other with your head. Again, make sure the roller is on the skull, your ear is touching the skull, no doubt. Or you can do 8 dots, whatever works for you. Nice, slow and deliberate. And then take a deep focused breath. And open up a little. Open up your chest, open up your hips. Have your nose pointed sort of towards the corner between the ceiling and the wall. And do the same thing, 4 circles in one direction, 4 in the other, or 8 nods. Deep breath. And we're going to go to the other side. Same thing, you're on your side. It's on the side of your skull there. Ears touching 4. 4, 8 nods. 4 in one direction, 4 in the other. Nice deep breath. Opening up. 4 or 8. Breath. And now roll over onto your back. Make sure the roller is again positioned at the hairline there. And you're going to do 4 figure eights in one direction, leading with your nose or your chin, and then 4 figure eights in the other direction. And then move the roller back about an inch. You don't want it sliding away. Put enough pressure on it so that it'll stay put as you do 8 nods. Just bring your chin towards your chest and back. Nice deep breath. Bring the roller back that inch that you gave up before. Go left to right with your ears. See if you notice any difference in range of motion, pain, or how your shoulders are on the floor. Move the roller behind your head and again, left to right with the ears. Make a note of any difference. And that's that. Everybody good?
Yeah. Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome, Hal.
Okay.
Thanks,
Good
Steve.
luck today. Have a good one. Suzanne,
Great, Tom. Thank you so much.
you're
My
so
first
welcome.
day of
Thank
school.
you.
My first day of school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
We're expecting
tomorrow.
a,
it is my first day. 3:30.
all right.
Okay.
Have a
Take
good one.
Take care, all.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Take.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.